Welcome to Mashup. I'm your host, TJ Miller.
New player. PJ Miller.
You ever get in a breakup that's so bad that Coldplay starts to make sense? We've all done that. Part of the reason my ex-wife and I split up is because she read my emails. Any ladies in here go through their fellas' emails? Where are you at? Okay. Got any ladies in here that are staying as still as possible so as not to betray the fact they go through their guys' emails? Where are you at? But she went through past emails. Why would you do that? Don't do that. Emails that I had sent to ex-girlfriends that I just hadn't deleted. She just wanted to ruin her whole week. I felt so bad. She came to me and she goes, "You're such an original jerk. You know that? Everything that you've said to me, you said to somebody else." I was like, yeah, of course. There's only a limited amount of words in the English language that make sense to say to a female. If you can only use them once, you're gonna run out and be like garbage truck banana boat. Did she want me to make something up? I would have. I loved her with all my heart. She wanted me to come to her and go, "Hey, I love you so much," but I would never say that because I've already said it before. Instead, I want to say that you are absolutely frekkoyapatard. And when we're together, it is so shakimuka it hurts. And I've never said any of this to anybody before. But sometimes when we make love, it is absolutely hakamudaya, kamakariya, kamaka, hakamatagaya, kamaka, chiki chiki haya, pokatagaya, chiki chiki haya, pakatai, pakatai, chiki chiki haya, frakakuka, paki, ho. You guys ready to start the show? Let's do it.
New player. Hannibal Buress.
Some people trust society too much. I don't trust society. Some people, they lock their bikes, but they don't lock the bike to something. They just lock the frame to the tire. Because they think, who's going to take my bike? If they can't ride away with it, who will do something like that? I will. I'll take your bike and I'll throw it in the Pacific Ocean. I'll throw it in the Pacific Ocean or whatever body of water is closest to the city that I'm doing this joke in. I was in Canada last year. I got a jaywalking ticket. I'm an international criminal. I got caught jaywalking. It was me and this old lady. We were jaywalking together. We weren't together like that, but if we were, so what? Mind your business. So me and this old lady, we crossed the street, and a Montreal cop approaches us speaking in French. French. And I said, "Hey, man, I don't talk like that. What did you just say to me? Please talk to me how I talk." Probably wasn't the best way to start off by mocking his language, but who cares? I take risks in life. And he says, "You were jaywalking." I said, "Sorry about that." Then I tried to keep going about my day, because I thought that's how jaywalking was handled as a crime. "You were jaywalking." "My bad. We're done here, right?" I apologize not for the act of jaywalking, but for how my jaywalking made you feel. I'll try not to jaywalk in the future while you're watching, but trust that I'm gonna do this the rest of my life. It's the best way to go about being a pedestrian. Guess what? 2 more cops show up. Now we have 3 police officers working this high-profile jaywalking case. The cop that stopped me is about 50, and the 2 extra cops, they're about my age. I decided I wanted to talk trash and get under the cop's skin that was standing closest to me, because I don't like him or what he represents, and he also didn't seem like the type of cop that would murder me. I said, "Hey, man, your colleague here is 50 years old, and he's writing jaywalking tickets for a living. Is he considered a failure as a police officer?" He was upset. He didn't want to show that he was upset, but I could tell he was upset because the next thing he said was, "Oh, so you a cool guy, huh?" I said, "No, I'm not a cool guy. You a cool guy?" He said, "Yeah, I'm a cool guy just doing cool stuff, trying to be cool." I said, "Man, cool people never say shit like that." They gave me a $37 ticket for jaywalking and a $444 ticket just for being an ass. That's how much it costs to be an ass to Montreal police, just in case you're pricing it out for your next vacation. But don't worry, I'm not paying either of them. It's in Canada. It's not real to me.
guy shooting at me. I'm that guy shooting at you. Would you stop shooting at me? We just wanna talk to you. They can't hear you, 'cause they're shooting their guns, and they just might be aliens. But I'll blast a fool. No, that's not something you wanna do. 'Cause my partner is crazy, unstable and crazy.
Hey guys, why can't we all just get along? Go home and make sweet sexual love to our wives. Everybody all right with that?
I told you my partner is crazy.
I spent the whole month of August in Edinburgh, Scotland. It was the darkest time of my life. Mostly because they call cookies biscuits. I didn't like that at all. It was an incredible culture shock for me. But I played along for a few weeks and tried to be a part of it. Sure, I'll pass you the chocolate chip biscuits. Let's have biscuits and milk, everybody. I love Oreo biscuits. But then the fourth week, I freaked out. I couldn't handle it anymore. Those aren't biscuits. Those are cookies. Cookies are cookies, and biscuits are biscuits. If you call cookies biscuits, then what do you call biscuits? Because I'm not saying scones. I think I was dealing with some other stuff at the time. So I was out in Scotland one night. It was 5 in the morning. It was late. I'm talking with this girl. I decided to take a swing. I say, how about we go back to my place for some food and some drinks? Most women would say, yeah, that sounds cool, or no, I'm all right. But what she said was, what type of food are we talking about? And what drinks are we talking about? And do you expect me to have sex with you if I come back to your place? Well, if you come back to my place at 5 in the morning, eat all my food, drink all my drinks, and you don't want to have sex, then I don't want you in my life at all. What type of person would do something like that? That sounds like something a sociopath would do. Come to your place at 5, eat your food, drink your drinks, leave at 6:30 without f***ing like it's cool. That's a passive burglary. As soon as she said that, I should have clocked that this woman was crazy, but I was kind of drunk, so I go, oh, she's kind of quirky. So we talked for a little bit. She says stuff, I say stuff. She says stuff, I say stuff. You know how conversation works. I think it's going well. I go in for the kiss. She says, what? You think you can just kiss me? Western men and men in general, they're entitled to whatever they want from women. You objectify her. She started going on this crazy feminist rant. Hey, it's fine if you want to be a feminist, but I think 5 in the morning after the bar closes is a weird time to jump on your soapbox. Men just want to Yeah, it's 5 in the morning. Everybody wants to That's why they stayed out till 5, because it didn't happen at 2. For some reason, we keep talking beyond this. She wants to know my address. She's showing interest. I tell her the address. She texts it to herself. I say, what's wrong? She said, I have to be safe. 3 out of 10 women that get raped don't report it. I said, 1 out of 1 dudes is walking away from this conversation. She said, what's wrong? I said, you insane, lady. That's what's wrong. This sounds very risky to hang out with you. And I didn't know this about myself until today, but I don't hang out with anybody that quotes rape statistics. There's nobody in my life that does that. That's such a weird trait to have. I have to get away from you because I'm a black man in Scotland on a work visa. They gonna believe any bullshit you say. But she was super drunk in that moment. She couldn't handle rejection. She just kept on, Hannibal, please let me explain. No, you've explained enough with your words. Why, Hannibal, what's wrong? You seem very insane and unstable. That's what's wrong. Hannibal, I just want to educate people. This is a weird-ass time for that type of class. Hannibal, please. Hey, lady, you acting like a rapist right now. Because I just said I don't want to talk with you, but you keep on talking at me. You are raping my eardrums, and I feel very threatened. No means no. Hey, thanks a lot, y'all. Later.
when I'm in the car with someone and they stop the conversation to point to the clock because it's 11:11. Oh, it's 11:11. Make a wish. And 30 seconds later, they're still alive. My wish didn't come true. I think that it's strange that black guys can wear jeans and a white t-shirt and still make it look cool. You know, if you see a white guy in jeans and an oversized white t-shirt, you're just like, oh, look at that poor man. Look at that poor old white boy. He can't afford letters or colors or graphics for his shirt at all. He just goes to t-shirt stores like, how much are they before you start? I saw this black guy, he had an oversized white t-shirt, but it was so big, so oversized, that he was primarily a white t-shirt. He looked like a hip-hop ghost. I walked up to him and I was like, sir, what business do you have on this world that is preventing you from going to the afterlife? And how can I help? Turned out he just had to kick the ass of a toddler-bodied white guy. I helped him right away.
New player. Jared Logan.
Hello, everyone. I like what I'm wearing tonight, but I'm not even comfortable in this. I would rather be wearing like a Batman t-shirt, but I can't wear a Batman t-shirt because I already look too much like someone who should be wearing a Batman t-shirt. Strangers walk up to me and they're like, you like Batman, right? And I'm like, yes, I'm familiar with the Caped Crusader. What aspect of his adventures would you like to discuss? When I wear a Batman t-shirt, I don't look like I'm into Batman. I look like my mother left me in Target and I don't know how to get home. I would love to be in a superhero movie, but I know enough about myself to know that I could never play the superhero, or I couldn't even play the villain, really. If I was in a superhero movie, I think my role would be guy who's excited about his big sandwich. It would probably be me like in a deli, about to bite into a huge sandwich. Like a really big sandwich. Like excitement on my face. Like sweating because of the sandwich. Do you know what I mean? Like, oh boy. Like, here I come, sandwich. And just as I'm about to bite in, I'm like, ah. The superhero and the villain go by fighting like, and I'm like, what the f? And I drop it. And I'm like, oh, my sandwich. Cut away, never see me again in the movie. I'm not credited at the end. I'm not in the credits. They pay me with the sandwich. They're like, there you go. Thank you for your contribution.
Little mama get it in like a porno. Popping on my top with a whole throw. Dropping her top like a Ferrari. Now that's how you drive my Lowry. Blonde hair, big booties. And bring your black friend and got the big booty. You sexy. Baby, you know that, right? Doing that porno shit. Doing everything you know I like.
Did you see the new Mission Impossible with Tom Cruise? It was good because it was all action. And Tom Cruise is good at action. Tom Cruise is a good jumper. Tom Cruise is good at running. Tom Cruise has a great climbing face. When he's climbing, his face, you're like, he's climbed. That's a good climbing face. But then at the end of the movie, Tom Cruise is sitting around with his Mission Impossible team having beers, and Tom Cruise is not as good at that. In fact, he's pretty bad at it. At some point, someone tells a joke and Tom laughs like this. He goes, ha, 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 ha. Yes, we're having fun. That's not how people behave. I saw him one time, he got interviewed by Oprah, and it's not the interview you're thinking of where he was happy about Katie Holmes. He was like dancing on the couch like, Katie Holmes! And we were like, okay, now we definitely know you're gay. It wasn't that one. It was a later interview they did at Tom's Castle in Telluride, Colorado. At the end of the interview, Oprah and Tom Cruise walk out onto this balcony that is above mountains. The balcony is above the tallest thing in the world. That's important to the story. And this is what Oprah really said. She goes, Tom, I wish you all the peace that this mountain can bring. What is she talking about? They're so rich, they talk like they're in the Lord of the Rings. Like, I wish you the 7 crystal feathers of Nagarath, Tom. You have got to calm down about your money when you are talking like a horse lord. Ride, Tom, to the plain of Rohan. That's weird. Women have it harder than men. If you disagree, watch commercials that are targeted at little girls. A commercial for like a toy or a game for a little girl always seems like it came from another world where feminism just never happened. A commercial for a game for a little girl, it always sounds like this. It's always like, hey girls, it's the shop till you cook game. The only game that combines shopping and cooking. The only 2 things a woman can do. Move your cheerleader token around the shopping mall, searching for the ingredients to make the perfect dessert. Don't land on the career path or eligible men will think you're a lesbian. And then boys toys for boys. The commercials for those are just as evil, but like in the exact opposite direction. It's always for like some action figure, right? And it's always got some like badass song to go along with it, and it's always horrifying. It's always like, Kilgore the murder trooper. He uses guns to shoot his enemies in the face with acid. And he drives a truck made of snakes made of metal. If you don't own Kilgore, you're a... We've all seen that commercial. You guys were wonderful. See you later.
Jared Logan, everybody. Ladies and gentlemen, that was this program of Mashup. Have a great rest of your day or evening, depending on where you are and what you're doing.
Surprise. This is the last parachute. The other one is just a backpack filled with your daughter's hair. Now I know, well, I'm telling you for later. Actually, I may have revealed this one a little too soon. Because you know what, I was supposed to be on the plane when I did this one. Shh.